We are now into our session with Dr. Jiji Vijayan. She is a renowned counseling psychologist, radical healing facilitator, spiritual life coach, meditation coach, and inner child healing therapist. She is a researcher and a legal and management consultant. Dr. Vijayan will share with us how she uses radical techniques to experience a state of wellness, to become more productive and achieve the best in life. Over to you, Dr. Vijayan. We're looking forward to hearing from you.
Thank you, Sienna, for introducing me. And first of all, I would take this opportunity to thank Redikall for giving me an opportunity to present here in this hour. So before I start my talk, I would like to share something, or rather, I think Atman won't be happy with it, but I will. I am indebted to Redikall for making me who I am. Definitely. In this present moment, this Jiji is totally dedicated to Redikall. And in whichever session or whatever session I take or whatever I do is not complete without giving my in-depth gratitude to my masters, my gurus, my mentors, my friends and supporters. And this is not a complete list, because it wouldn't be complete without mentioning at least a few of them here. First of all, thank you, Atman, for being the catalyst of change in me. I am who I am today. It's all because of Atman. And at this moment, I recall lovingly Uma, Mamta, Dr. Monica, Varsha, Mujib, and the list goes on. Definitely Dr. Monica and Mujib has been in this journey from the start itself, from the start of my spiritual journey. So thank you once again, Redikall, for giving me this opportunity. So coming to my topic, integrating emotional wellness into business. So before diving into the topic, from yesterday till today, till present day, we are hearing about the wellness, the emotional wellness. So wellness is such a broad term, and how we think about wellness is affected by our culture and our experiences, life experiences. And we all believe wellness is conscious, self-directed, and evolving. It is holistic and multi-dimensional. It is positive, it is affirming, and it is inclusive of all and everything what we think of it. So in order for us to flourish, all the dimensions of wellness need our attention. There need not be a balance among all these dimensions, but instead, the goal is to find a personal harmony between all these dimensions, and that is most authentic to you. So it depends upon person to person. And you can't get these things being passive. It requires an active awareness, acceptance, and commitment. So this is how we take wellness into our life. So I have a short presentation I have taken, very short, and I'll just share the screen. Hope everyone can see this one.
Yes, we can.
Yeah, thank you. So it is integrating emotional wellness into your business. I have chosen this topic because mostly the majority of participants or the clients I get as businessmen, entrepreneurs, and in some way related to business. So I have been working in it I've been working with people, I've been working with businessmen, their ideas, their emotions, mostly their emotions, mostly their own wellness. And so I'm here with this topic. So, why emotional wellness is important? So, emotional wellness is one of the several wellness dimensions that make up the person's ability to thrive. So, what are those dimensions? These are the 8 dimensions of wellness. Here we can see there is emotional, that is coping effectively with life and creating satisfying relationships, financial, satisfaction with current and future financial situations, social, developing a sense of connection, belonging, and a well developed support system, spiritual, expanding our sense of purpose and meaning in life, occupational or work related, personal satisfaction and enrichment derived from one's work, physical, recognizing the need for physical activity, diet, sleep, and nutrition. Then there is intellectual, recognizing creative abilities and finding ways to expand knowledge and skills. And finally, not the least, this is not the final actually, if we divide the wellness into different dimensions, it will go above 9, 10, 12. So I have taken this 8 dimensions. Environmental, good health by occupying pleasant, stimulating environments that support the well-being. Out of these things, emotional wellness is the top of the list. Excuse me. Emotional wellness can be said as coping effectively, having a sense of positive self-regard, and creating satisfying relationship. So, emotional wellness mainly deals with keeping a positive attitude. Be sensitive to your feelings and feelings of others. Learn to cope with stress, which makes an important part in the business world. And be realistic about your expectations and time. So, this is what the wellness definition or the emotional wellness definition majorly focuses on. And as I said, emotional wellness is on the top of the list. And we are here to deal with emotional wellness in the business, in your business, with the businessman, with the people in that business. So first we will deal, what is a business? Is it just a number? Is it just a finance? Is it just something, a project or a plan or some building or a structure? Actually, we here, I am a business, you are a business, our home is a business, every area we touch is a business. So, we can say business are made up of human beings. So, human beings are business. And saying that human beings is not a resource. Human being is a possibility. It is just that there is always a distance between a possibility and a reality. Possibility is always, we are hopeful, yeah, this will happen. There is a possibility that I can better myself. I can become a better version of myself. There is always a possibility that I can be better today, tomorrow, and the day after. So, what an individual human being will become essentially, it depends upon whether we can unfold this possibility or not. Whether we are open to receive this possibility or not. And if we consider a human being as a resource, then once we pick up a resource, we already know its qualities. We know what it can and it cannot do. So we humans, we think, we know the possibilities, we know the resources. So it is up to us what we choose. If it is a possibility, A possibility always means yet to be, yet to come. So as the picture depicts, I would say human being is like that seed. That seed has huge possibility, huge potential. If the circumstances and if the seed, things that I have to grow out of it, I have to develop, I have to be in this world, and my future is here, definitely the seed will sprout and become a tree. So all the possibilities are inside that. So seed realizes its potential only if it finds a fertile soil. It depends upon the circumstances also. As in Redikall, Atman has said, people and circumstances are not our problems or anything. It is how we look at the people and the circumstances, or how we look at the problem, that creates a greater problem in us. This is the idea behind all the things. If I think that a person A is not good or is not compatible to me, it's only my thinking. It's not the general public thinking. And that could be because I have a series of beliefs regarding that person, or a belief regarding the nature or the image that I have got into my mind of a person of that feature. So whatever we sow, and if it is a fertile soil, definitely it's like that seed will grow. So with the right kind of soil, one seed can make the entire earth green. In the same way, with the right kind of thinking and wellness in us, we can make a beautiful human being helping this world and the universe. And one of that person is a businessman. And who is a businessman? If that businessman is a human, like business is a group of human beings. So business is equal to human. So which human beings can be called a businessman or an entrepreneur? Among all these people, one can be called a businessman, or one is a businessman or an entrepreneur who is ready to take a risk in whatever they do. He is an entrepreneur. So here I would like to share a story, and this story you can relate in the whole presentation which I am giving you today. I happened to meet a businessman. Let us give him the name X. So he came to me with a problem. He was having a finance business, having many staffs, nearly 20 or 25 staff, and was doing very well in spite of Corona. But before the last 6 months, he came to me with a problem that all my staff, all my employees, they are gossiping behind my back. They are not happy with me. They are trying to leave the organization. And he said, I didn't do anything. Just one question I asked him. How did you know that they are gossiping? How did you know that they are not happy? Then he said, when I pass through there, I see them looking at me frowning. I see them not looking at me and looking down. I felt not happy. The next question I asked him, how was your feeling? How was your emotion? So he said, when I entered the office, each and every day I enter the office, I think what will be the condition today? Who is going to complain? Who is going to show a bad face? And with these thoughts, I am getting into the office. And finally that happens. And his business was going down. I know here everybody knows the answer how we can tackle that. Where was the problem? Was the problem with the employees or was the problem with him? But as Redikall says, whenever you face a problem or whenever you have a problem or whenever you face something outside, just look inside. What is creating this? Why I am seeing all this thing? Is it showing me my mirror? Yes, definitely. So I just asked him, you just leave all the employees, means you don't just concentrate on them. What do you want to do in business? Just focus on that and just focus on you. Just focus on being your better version. How can you be the better version of yourself? Today you are standing in this way, or tomorrow or after 5 minutes, how do you want to be? So that was the answer. From the very next day, I think from that night itself, he worked on himself and focused only on those things that he need to focus. He left his focus on the employees. He was just focusing on the business. He was just focusing on what need to be corrected inside me. And the next time I met, that was so quick. After 1 week I met. It was not for a session or anything, but the result was amazing. Like he was saying, my business, it is thriving. I'm getting ahead in business. I have no time to sit. All are happy. I'm also happy. This is a very short story, but there are nits and bits of tips in here. So, as in Redikall, the Redikall concept says, when you heal, all around you becomes better. When parent heals, child gets better. When the leader heals, followers follow better. So obviously, when the employer heals, the employees respond in a better way. This is the most simplest method. We don't have to go to all the things that is written, the problem solving, how can we do it, and just change your outlook, just work on you. Even though you're a billionaire, even though you're a businessman, even though you're a doctor, anything, just work on you and you will see that amazing results outside. And I can vouch for them from my life, because my life was in such a turmoil. I was always blaming others. I was always finding excuses. This happened, so I am not. This happened, so I am not. They are like this, so I am not. This was the language. Like in the last class we heard that language and our vocabulary. It is a great thing. We need to address that. How are we talking? What are our emotions? These are all linked together. So when employer heals, the employees respond in a better way. This is the concept. This is the concept that is applicable to all the areas of our life. Any area you take. If you understand this concept, life is easy, life is effortless. And now I am sitting here and smiling. The smile had got me here with the help of my masters and gurus. So we come to the topic, emotional well-being for entrepreneurs. Actually, I would love to say a quote of Epictetus. Men are not disturbed by the things themselves, but by the view that they take of them. It is the same thing. The places, circumstances, and people are not our problem. It is the way we look at the problem, way we look at it, that is creating our problem. This our entrepreneurs and business people and those who are in the business need to understand. So if you have a problem, if you have something not going right, don't deny it. When you are denying it, you are not allowing your full process. You are not allowing yourself to fully process that information. And when you are allowing it, you are just being open and you are ready to receive what is right for you. You are ready to seek opportunities. You are ready to accept. So, when I say this one, if you feel like grieving, grieve. If you feel like, crying, cry. And if you feel stressed, get stressed. That's interesting, right? Who wants to be stressed? So the first point for the entrepreneurs, I'll describe 9 points. First point is understand your stress. So your stress related to your relationship, your financial uncertainty, your family issues, your family dynamics, your health issues, the chronic health issues, your deadlines, the pressure of deadlines, your 24/7 lifestyle. I've seen workaholics working around the clock except for that small time when they sleep. The office politics and that information overload that you create or you take in. Extensive traveling also. So out of these things, if you have 3 things in your life, just analyze these things. If you have 3 things or more, one more thing I can add, parenting. Parenting also creates stress. So with parenting also, out of these 10 things, if you are facing 3 or more, definitely you are under stress. And you need to work on stress. Understand your stress. Recognize it. How the stress works for you or how the stress need to be corrected. Second one is you can play the memory test game to understand you better. The memory test game is like this. You need to have a partner and your partner will ask you a question, series of questions, and one question he or she asks, you shouldn't answer that one. The second question when that partner asks, you should answer the first question. The third question, you should answer the second question. And it goes on and on. It's very interesting and it helps you to increase your memory, to focus, concentrate. The second level of this activity is first question, you do not answer. Second question also, you do not answer. Third question, you will answer the first question. Fourth question, you will answer the second question. So it has become a little bit difficult. So when you play this with your partner or your friend, you are actually concentrating on you. You are actually concentrating on the memory. You are increasing your memory day by day. It's a very small test. Third one is journaling worries. Everyone has worries. From the time you get up till the time you go to sleep, you have many sorts of worries. It would be very small or big. It would be that you didn't find your slippers, or it would be that you didn't find your business proposal. Whatever it may be. Before going to bed, you can write down all your worries. And you can know how big it is. So if you start and complete 1 week of this journaling your worries, seeing the pattern, you will see that mainly it is repetitive. 1, 2 or 3 things is repetitive. So we know where to work on ourselves, where to increase our emotional well-being. 4th one is, you have to expand your horizons. You know where you are and you know where you need to go, and you're working only on one thing. Not good. You have to work on many things, not simultaneously. What I say is, when we set the goal, we work and focus on only one. That's fine. But you have hidden potentials, you have hidden talents, you have many hidden hobbies that you love to do. Each of that thing, expand. I love to sing. I love to go traveling. I love to go to sea. I love to go to a river. I love to go to the Himalayas. Go. Expand. Once you move out of your comfort zone and move, it will help you also to expand here. So physically we are expanding, and in the same way we are expanding in our mind also. So whatever we are seeing outside, definitely it is coming from inside, but the process that is going on, we have done it there. Today I went to that place. I have never traveled in train. Today I traveled in train and I went 7 hours in train. Once you break that one, you feel inside you, I can do anything. I came across one lady. She had not traveled in train. She had not stepped in train, and she has not traveled alone. Somehow she got the courage, because her boss was a very strict person. She had to move, she had to go, otherwise her job was at stake. She moved, she went, 7 to 9 hours traveling, she went. After that she came back to her home, and when I met her, she was telling me that was an amazing experience. I didn't know that traveling was so good. And now she is ready to expand to any area. If you give her any other work also, she is ready to do it, because she has broken her comfort zone. So expand your horizon. Find those things which you want to explore and go. 5th one is body as well-being compass. Yes, we are talking about emotional well-being. Though these points are for entrepreneurs, I think these points can be inculcated in us also, all the people. Body is your best mirror. This we have studied in Redikall, in the multi-chakra thing. Because when we observe our body, the body talks to you. So if you are not aware with it, just sit quietly, just close your eyes and just feel the sensations and vibrations that's going on in your body. And in the beginning, you will have to have a Redikall manual with the multi-chakra affirmations and the descriptions, because a body point has a specific thing to tell you. After you are adept in it, you are well versed in it, you don't need that. But our body is the wonderful machine, is a wonderful thing that can give you solutions, that can pick your thoughts and lead us to what we need to create. If you want to create a particular thing, just think of that thing, internalize, close your eyes, and just feel your body. What does your body say? And that is the answer. And that is the correct and true answer. Even though many people outside would be telling you many things, do this thing, everything, and we get confused. So this is the best way to ask your body. Use body as your wellness compass. Use your body for your emotional well-being. And I'm so happy to say that many of the businessmen who have been in touch with me, they are using this method. They don't need any advice from the others. Yeah, we say in extreme cases, definitely they will need an experienced person to tell them whether this is correct or wrong. But generally, they just internalize and they just ask themselves, because all the answers are there within you. And those answers, when it comes to the body and it comes to our mind, we get the answer. Connect with your body. Sixth one is sensitivity to positive emotions. Like in the last workshop we heard, positive things. We need to attract positive things, positive languages, positive emotions. So in the world of this stress or problems, the vocabulary counts, the emotions counts. Just analyze yourself for one day and just ask yourself, what were the positive emotions I had gone through the whole day? That would be a quick answering question. So just you will glance through the whole day. Maybe you will get one answer. In the beginning you will get one answer. Happy? Only happiness? The next day again when you ask the question, you will get 2 or 3 answers. Again when you continue, you will get more positive sensations or emotions or words. What is the positive emotions that I went through this whole day? Analyze. And by analyzing and looking at it, taking it, we are developing the positive emotions and the positive words, positive vocabulary. As we say, the subconscious mind takes in what we give the input. If a person say, I want to remove fear. Remove fear. What does that mean? And what is it giving your subconscious mind? Instead, you say, I'm courageous, I'm brave. See the tone, see the emotion, see your body, how it reacts. So the positive emotions and positive words, it helps you to create the emotional well-being. And the 7th one is practicing mindfulness. So before that, we know that business, we all see it as a corporate life. And I earlier said, business is made up of human beings. So business has emotions. Business has the vibration. It is all coming from the human being. You decide how your business has to be. And when you decide how your business need to be, you need to focus on your emotional well-being. because it is the emotion that counts how your business is progressing. There was a thought, that's why you created a business. It all starts with a thought. And when the thoughts are created, it is accompanied by an emotion. And when that emotion is there, it comes into the energy of our energy. And finally, the final thing that you see in front of your eyes, that is created. So the thought, the emotion, these two are the important thing that entrepreneurs has to rely. Whose thought? Your thought. Whose emotion? Your emotion. So you become a moving, walking, analyzing human being. So mindfulness, you need to be aware of the very small things that is around you. If sitting here in this place, you are able to analyze what all things are here, not only things, what is going on here around you, even the small and the smallest sound, even the small and the smallest emotion, everything, if you are becoming aware of that, you are getting into that mindfulness. But when you look at a thing, when you look at an emotion, if you look at something, it should be in a neutral way, not to be judgmental. You can describe a thing without being judging it. And when you can describe one thing being non-judgmental, you are purely into that way of mindfulness. Whether it be business, whether it be with your employees, whether it be with your business structure, or people, or your marketing thing, or the customers, anybody. Become aware of the smallest things around you. Then you need to cultivate genuine interest in the field of your personal interest. It is connected to the earlier part which I said, expand your horizons. If you have a personal interest, and if you are doing that for somebody else or for the business, this is good. Somebody had told you, yeah, this has to be incorporated in your business so that your business will move on or it will be in the best place. Do you have a genuine interest in it? If you have a genuine interest, definitely your business will succeed. It will move to another level. So what are your personal interests? What are your personal things that you would love to do in the business? What are the things that you would love to implement in the business? Understand that. Go inside you. Try to connect to that self that is original, that is your true self. You need to connect to your inner self and ask questions. Not from the questions that you get from around. Sometimes you will get intuitive questions and intuitive answers. As I said, businessmen are businessmen because they have taken risks. They are ready to take risk. So if your intuitive answer or intuitive thing has to go through that risk, you are ready to take the risk. And the decision which you take at this moment is the right decision for you. And that decision you are ready to take. If you are thinking what will happen if I take this decision today and what will happen tomorrow out of this decision, then you will never move forward. Because what is there in the present moment is only the true thing, is only the real thing. take risk. You'll be ready to take risk only if you connect your inner voice, inner self. So cultivate genuine interest in your personal interest. And the 9th one, dream work. This is an interesting thing. I have done this one personally, and I find it very interesting and a beautiful technique. Because we all know that it is in the dreams that we get solutions for most of our problems. So, morning when we get up till night when we sleep, we have many things to go, many things to do, and we have done many things. And I know the people who I mentor, they write the gratitude journal, the forgiveness journal, the gratitude journal, and the love journal. These businessmen, they do it very diligently, and they are in for the result also. So before doing that one, they just analyze what is there in this day. What did I do from morning? From the time, for example, for the time I got up at 3:45. What did I do? How was I going through all the things? And one by one, analyzing each and everything. You will need only 15 minutes to cover everything because it is just going. And after analyzing all those things and recollecting what happened today, you will be in that emotional state. It would not be the same state of emotion which you had at 10 o'clock in the morning. So when you look at it at this moment or 10 p.m. at night, the emotion that you had at 10 a.m. would be of hurt. Fine. But the emotion you look at it, when you look at that incident at 10 p.m. at night, it was hurt. At that time it was 60%. Maybe it is now 20%. So you're analyzing what is happening, what happened the whole day. And after analyzing and after recollecting everything, you just leave it. You do your forgiveness, gratitude and love journaling. Then you just sleep. And when you get up, you are so fresh because the backlogs that was in your mind, you have offloaded at 10 p.m. Your sleep would be so wonderful. Your dreams would be connected to what you work, and you will get answers. And when you get up, if you remember your dream, just write down, because that will be a solution for your problems or what you need to do. Just write it down and then go your way, means go to your morning routines. This dream work has worked wonder. And there is an addition thing that I do after writing the forgiveness, gratitude and love journal. Just before going to sleep, I do a special meditation. It is the radical meditation, the R5 meditation. It is the R5 meditation. I meditate from my toe to my top of my head, each and every part. Most probably when I reach my hips or my stomach area, I go to sleep. But the benefit is when you are doing this meditation and going to sleep, we know that R5 technique is so powerful. So when we are pinpointing on a particular thing, the what I say is the chakra or the thought process or the energy surrounding that area is getting healed. We don't have to remember what is happening. We just have to say this one and just be with it. We'll be so relaxed and we go into the deep slumber. These are the things I would recommend for my entrepreneurs, businessmen, whoever is a businessman. I am a businesswoman. Anybody else is a businesswoman. Those who are taking care of the home, the children, they are also into the business. So everything is around us is a business. The only thing is, always we think of business as a financial thing. Business is not really related to finance. It includes people, it includes your employees, it includes emotions. So these are the points I like to share with you. If you have any questions, you can ask, but my presentation is not over before telling these things. If you want to induct emotional wellness into you, into your entrepreneurship, into your business, or the entrepreneurs and businessmen, Redikall had done wonders. These methods I use are 5 statements, then regular affirmations. I have come across many businessmen, they get up in the morning, they just open their book and take an affirmation, and they are with that affirmation the whole day. They definitely do it and they are committed to it. Then they do the lucid readings. They take the Redikall manual and they just read what their eyes have seen. They use the soul's love technique. If they have a sudden emotion coming up, if they don't remember all the R5 statements, some people, they need to understand what is R5, then only they will say. Because businessmen, we know they are pakka logic. So they say soul's love, and there are many questions coming on soul's love also, whether negative things is there anything negative for our soul, and such questions are there, but still they do it and they have amazing results also. They use awakening statements. The one statement they love to use it is, I awaken the real me, I awaken the true me in me, I awaken the happy me, or they will tell their name also. Then we have the modality of soul metaplay to finding reasons why a particular stuckness happens. And this is very popular with the businessmen in my area, because once they do, they want it for their life, because that modality is truly changing their lives, their business. They can see the results instantaneously. What intention I give is to find the reasons. At least the diagnosis is correct. When the diagnosis is correct, we have many ways to treat it. And finally, businessmen use our book, Hello, This is Money. They read the money description. What is money telling me today? And be with it. That is an amazing thing. So all these things, all these techniques, I have studied from Redikall. I have studied from Atman. And I am using it. I am giving to people. And more businessmen are using it. And when I would love to share one incident which is always in my mind. When I was taking a workshop, a different kind of workshop, and in the break, like tea break, I saw a message in my WhatsApp. It was a message of a businessman, a famous businessman in Kerala. So he just messaged and put a photo also. The photo was the car, it is total loss. So first thing I was, what happened to that person? But the message was, this happened to my car. It is total loss. But I am here, safe and sound, not even a scratch. And he added, this is the brilliance of the affirmation that I use. And he asked me to look into the book and give me an affirmation why this happened. And at that time, I think I gave him the reason. This is how our businessman is using Redikall, and they use it diligently for their business. I'm so happy for them, And I'm so happy that they are using. And I'm so happy for me also, because I'm also using. I'm also a businesswoman and a healer and a facilitator. So, finally, I would say happiness is the cause of success. This is other way around. People are telling success is the cause of happiness. But I would say, if you are happy, you are successful. If you are happy, the people around you are happy, and they help you in becoming you to become successful. Happiness causes success. So thank you very much. I think I am on time. Thank you. Over to you, Sienna.
Thank you so much, Dr. Vijayan. That was simply inspiring. Thank you for sharing your personal insights and experiences. We've all benefited from it. We all are going to look within, connect, and check our perception. These are things I guess all of us will benefit from. Thank you very much again. Gratitude.
Thank you.